So howdy everybody, gotta stoop down here because I'm a little too tall for this screen. But today I'm making a spaghetti casserole, and I got the original recipe from the Hillbilly Kitchen. You should go over there and check it out. Mine might be a little bit different to what her ingredients are, what she used, but hopefully it'll be just good. This is the first time I ever make it, but I wanted to try it with you guys. So what I've got going here is my pot is boiling with a pound of spaghetti. Pound of spaghetti. Let me give that a stir. And in this pan, I kind of maybe over browned my chub of Genio Italian sausage turkey. Italian style turkeys. Yeah, Italian style turkey sausage or something. Italian, I forget what it is. It's like Italian sausage style turkey, ground turkey. It's like in a chub, and I wish I could have showed you that. But I'm going to break that up a little bit more, and then I will add to it a jar of spaghetti sauce, basically. So I'm going to start doing that and let that simmer and bust that up a little bit. You know, look at that pour that in there. Might as well. So I'm gonna rinse this out with a little bit of water, put it in there, get it simmering, and then check on my spaghetti, and then I will be back. But to you, it'll be like right now. So, the spaghetti, let me turn that down. I did to check it so it wouldn't splash all over me. The spaghetti still has a little while to cook, and if you noticed, I am wearing an apron today. Red sauce, splash, splash, apron. I thought ahead today. I didn't do that last time, but I don't think I got anything on me last time. So, my Italian style turkey sausage. There we go. I think I got it that time. When I put it in here, it was a little bit frozen, so I cut the chub in discs. And when I put it in here, I put the discs in here, and I kind of didn't pay attention to it, and they started getting really brown on one side. And so when I started breaking it up, they were a little hard to break up because they got a little bit brown. They didn't burn, thank goodness. I caught it before that, but if you saw it before, it was real dark. So there's that. Now, my mom made this apron for me. It's got some pockets, and they're kind of not so deep pockets, but they're not so deep. They're just right for a paper towel. And I can't reach around to tie them behind me because my shoulders, so I just kind of tuck them in my back pocket. Let me check this again. Still a little more. Try to have this turned down a bit. So this comes out, I think it's supposed to come out similar to a lasagna because you put some cheeses in this when you put it in another pan to put in the oven to bake. So I'm can't wait to try this, and actually needed to preset my oven or preheat my oven. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Actually, I could probably turn this one off. That's going to stay warm. So, I'm still waiting for that spaghetti to finish cooking. I thought there was something I wanted to tell you. Let me taste this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I might taste that a little bit more. But we'll let this cook, and I forgot to get my cheeses out, my other cheeses out. So I'll do that and we shall be back. Okay, so I have drained my spaghetti. Let's turn that around. And to this spaghetti, I have had out a 8-ounce chub of, or a block of cream cheese, and a stick of butter. And I put them out on a plate ahead of time so they wouldn't be too hard. And I'm just going to drop those in. And hopefully they'll melt down. I have the heat off of this. I could have put those in the microwave oven to warm them up a little bit, but I didn't. Put them down the bottom of the pot, kind of mush them down a little bit, and just kind of mixing them in there. Breaking up that. So I have a 9x13 pan out, or you can use 2 smaller ones, and if you have a freezer pan or something, if you want to break this recipe in half and put half of it in the freezer, if you're you don't need that big of a dish casserole to eat all at once, which I probably should have done, but I don't think I had a thing that I could put in the freezer. But if you have a small enough container that you could put in the freezer and you line it with like saran wrap or something, and you put it in the freezer, and just long enough for that to get frozen, and then you pull it out and you lift that out when it's solid and put it in a Ziploc bag and then put it right back in the freezer. You don't have to leave that pan in the freezer. And then when you want it ready to cook it, you pop it out, put it in the pan, and then either let it thaw. I don't know how long to let it cook if you put it in there from frozen. I would think you need to let it, you have to think ahead and kind of let it thaw out, because this, all right, I want to get these 2 blocks melted down a bit, mixed in, melted down. Yeah, I think next time I make this, I might put them in the microwave on that plate just a little bit to get them softer, or take them out sooner. They're getting there though. That's okay. I'm gonna get this mixing and we shall be back. All right, so I think I've got that mixed in, the butter and the cream cheese for the most part, and next we go and put in a cup of cream cheese, or let me not do that again. Hold on. Okay, it is a cup of cottage cheese, And then it's supposed to be, I guess, around a quarter cup, but I have about a third cup because I used up what was rest in my thing of sour cream. But this is what I've been doing lately because it's hard for me to find the little tiny thing. So as soon as I bring it home, put it in the fridge, I write with a marker on it the best buy date. So I can just at a glance look in the fridge and see what needs to be tossed or what's expiring soon. So here's that sour cream going in. I love this thing. And then we will mix that up. And then we'll be back. Okay, here we are. I mixed all that in. Gave it a little taste. I actually did sprinkle some Parmesan cheese in there too, just because I like it. And I greased my 9x13 pan. And when I was using the stick of butter, I kind of grabbed the butter, kind of spread it around in there, put the butter in the plate, and then I used the wrapper from the butter to spread it around. Whenever I can, I use that. That's like a little tip I use, or a little tip I give you, a little hack that I do. Okay. Hacking away. I'm going to get that in the garbage. My nasty, nasty garbage. All right. So, let's see. And then I had to stop and get myself a drink. Some sugar-free strawberry lemonade. Yay! Oh, yeah, I'm glad I wore an apron. Stuff will win the flying. Get all that cheesy goodness. Now, I didn't salt and pepper my sauce and meat because it's, you know, seasoned already. The Italian style turkey sausage already has seasoning in it. And then I'm sure the cheeses, you can have cottage cheese, which has sodium in it. I don't know if cream cheese does. I know cottage cheese does. Did I just say that? Parmesan does. So you kind of smooth this out a little bit. Wow, that is making a pan full, isn't it? I'm glad we're at this angle because when I open that oven door, you will not see how filthy that oven bottom is. Since I've had my shoulders get worse, I have not been able to clean that oven. And one of the reasons is I can't get the oven door off. That is too heavy for me to lift. And then the other reason is bending over, reaching down, and getting in that oven. I don't think is going to happen. Let me spin this around. Ah, yeah, it does look a little bit different on that side. At this point, just make some little divots in it. Okay. I'm going to put some mozzarella on it, just because I like it. I don't think you're supposed to do this, but you know, you can do whatever you want when you make it. And maybe I was thinking of putting this on the top, but I don't think this melts as well as mozzarella does, so that's why maybe I put it in the middle of it. Boy, it's hard to see where I put it. It blends right in with the spaghetti. we have our meat. Oh boy. I think this probably tastes a bit like lasagna because of the cheese in it. Cottage cheese, mozzarella on the top. Okay, I think that's going to be good because all right, we got it. Big plate of, that's my big helping of spaghetti right there. Give me a fork. I'm going to dive in. An extra can of mushrooms in this looks or sounds like it might be good, I would think. Put some peppers in it. Bell peppers, red peppers, green peppers. Can be used with ground beef. I dare say you could use it with ground pork, which, you know, if you used Italian sausage, that's what ground pork is made of. Or ground pork is made of. Ground sausage. The Italian sausage is usually made of pork. All right. Okay, now we do the mozzarella. And you're supposed to do 8 ounces. This is not quite 8 ounces, but I did find in my cheese drawer some Monterey Jack, which I believe will melt quite nicely as well. So, and then it depends on how much cheese you like. You know, half of this package might be enough, but probably not for me because I like cheese. For Christmas last year, we swapped names. And my niece got me my name. And she brought me a big bag, big like a thermal tote bag. And there was several, I dare say 7 or 8 big chubs of cheese, like from Costco. Different kinds of cheese, Gouda and Manchego, and some, I think I have a couple in the freezer still that I haven't even opened. Oh, I have some, oh, I have something that would have been great with this. It's in my fridge and it's opened. I should have used it. Use what you have. You know what? I am going to. So we're going to pause a minute and I'm going to go get it. Okay. It's Kirkland's brand Pecorino Romano. So I lobbed off a chunk of it. And we shall just put some of that on here. I actually had a little piece fall off when I was over at the cutting board. Tastes, yes, has a little salty bit to it. Actually, I might go to the cutting board and do this because I'm going to wind up getting this all over the place. And then I'll be back. Oh, that big piece. And then I'll come back and put it all on it. So I have to say that might have been a little bit too big of a piece to put all of this on there. It does add a little bit of saltiness to it. Yum. Snow, it's snowing. I keep forgetting I have this in there. Used it for something and then I forgot. I'll shred the rest of this little bits up and probably put it in a bag in there. Put that on the stove. No, no, no. All right. And then I was done with the mozzarella. Oh, was I? There we go. All right. I don't know. Should I put a little Monterey Jack on it too? Should I? What do you think, guys? Maybe just a little bit. Just to, melt down and seal in that pecorino romano. Seal it in, melt over it and put that over there, otherwise I'm going to get it on the floor. Cosmo is having quiet time in his pen. He was really starting to get rowdy with Toby. And yes, it's going to be his dinner time here too soon. Here also, too. Okay, there's some spots that are left open. Melted cheese. Dying to try it. I think Cosmo is too. But he's not. This is not for little dogs.
I want it now.
This is good. And you just missed my husband walking by saying it was very good, by the way, as he tootled into the bathroom.